You've been trying to transform your physique from skinny fat to jacked, and you keep messing up. You keep on deciding whether you should bulk or whether I should cut, or maybe I'll just do a body recomposition instead. Well, take it from me. I used to be skinny fat, and now I'm a bigger and more jacked version of myself. My arms look like they fit in clothing. They look big while I'm wearing a t-shirt, and I don't have to do that weird shirt thing when every time like I have to tuck in my stomach. Like I don't have to do that anymore. So in this video, I'm going to go over the 3 steps that you absolutely need to do if you want to transform your physique from skinny fat to jacked. Now the first step into transform your skinny fat body to becoming bigger and jacked is pretty simple, and that's probably like the easiest one, and that is to bulk. You want to bulk. You need to bulk if you want to like transform your physique. And you might be telling yourself, "Oh no, but I'm gonna get fat. Oh, I'm gonna get love handles. Sure, or wouldn't I just get even fatter? Wouldn't I get obese?" Let me tell you, you will not get fat. You won't get obese. You're not gonna get fucking diabetes if you control the amount of calories you eat on your bulk. As long as you eat clean food and you don't go fucking overboard about eating like junk food, you will be fine. You're not gonna get obese from bulking. And if you want the best bulking guide for any South Asian skinny fat person, then go click the top link down below in the description where you can find the South Asian Advantage, where you can buy it for a limited time. So buy it now and I'll see you inside. So if you control your your caloric intake, you control what kind of foods go into your mouth. So it's like meats, chickens, vegetables, eggs, anything that's healthy for you, and stay away from the junk food like fucking pizzas, burgers, anything like candies and sweets. Like I shouldn't have to tell you what is healthy and what is not. You should know. Like we all know what is healthy food and what is not. And if you stay away from like the unhealthy food, I promise you, you are not gonna get obese from bulking. Now the next thing you might ask, okay, why do I have to bulk? I'm already skinny fat. I already have fat around my midsection. I have small arms and my muscles aren't even big. Well, that's the point. We want to bulk because we want to build muscle. Because like if you cut right now when you're skinny fat, you don't have any muscle. You don't have anything to show off. Cutting is for when you want to show it off, when you want to reveal the muscle. Like imagine this. You bulk up, so let's say 20 pounds. You bulk up 20, 30 pounds. When you're done with the bulk, only then do you cut when you're trying to reveal the muscle that you built on the bulk. So we do this by bulking. We want to build muscle. We want to build we basically want to get our frame bigger because that's the point, right? You want to transform your skinny fat physique to something that's way bigger and that's jacked. So like you get, your arms look bigger. Your arms like fit your clothing. You're not having to do that fucking shirt thing where you like tuck it in when you like fall down so that people don't have to see that you're fat. That's what we're trying to do. Now, again, it is going to be quite uncomfortable. Like, you're going to be fat, you're going to be skinny fat. But think about this. You're going to be smashing PRs. You're going to be looking huge. People are going to be complimenting, damn, you've gotten bigger. Like, I can see that size on you. You're going to be getting compliments while you're on the bulk. Okay, so then how do you actually, bulk properly? How do I actually make sure that I don't get incredibly fat? How do I stay away from getting obese? How do I, like, actually, properly bulk up to build muscle? And it's pretty simple. Go on the website Calorie Calculator and just put in your information, like how much you weigh, what's your age, how much you exercise, and whatever, right? Once you do that, it's going to give you your maintenance calories. So like what you need to stay at the body weight that you are currently. What you're going to do is add 500, so anywhere from like 300 to 500 calories on top of the maintenance. And they should even show you, like if you click on the show more button, it would even show you like what you need to gain 0.5 pounds or 1 pound or even 2 pounds to gain weight. And what you want to do is just for safety, right? You want to eat anywhere from 300 to 500 calories because this is what's going to be helpful for your bulk. And you can just, eat clean foods, just eat more clean foods. Like the main, like, I guess problem that people have with bulking is like, I have to eat more calories. I have to eat clean foods. I have to eat healthy. Like that's like the biggest struggle that you're going to have when it comes to bulking. But don't worry, you're bulking for like a good cause for yourself. What in that case is that you're building muscle. You're doing it to build muscle. You're doing it to get stronger. You're doing it so that your arms fucking look huge when you take your shirt off or when you put your shirt on to like it fits the sleeve. And you're bulking so that you can build up your abs and that when you finally cut down, you don't have to do that fucking shirt thing. So we've established that you need to eat 500 calories above your maintenance. So if your maintenance is like 2,700 calories, then obviously you would eat 3,200 calories because that is a 500 calorie maintenance. Now for your macronutrients, What I would tell you is that don't pay too much of attention on those. Like, obviously, make it clean, healthy. You should prioritize protein. You want to get at least 0.81 grams of protein per pound of body weight. So if a person is 160 pounds, what they would need to eat is around 128 grams of protein to see like muscle growth. So if you're 160 pounds, you should be eating 128 grams of protein, and then the rest of your calories, fill the rest with carbs and fats. For me personally, I like to prioritize fats more, mainly because fats, like fatty foods, are delicious, and then carbs are like whatever. You can fill it up with carbs, but I personally suggest to you to like fill it with fats because it's good for your hormones and such. Now the next step, which is the first step, is to bulk, eat 500 calories, and also eat 0.81 grams of protein per pound of body weight. Eat the clean foods and stay away from the junk food. Now, again, the second step is to go to the gym, obviously, and train hard and go to failure. The second step is kind of the most important step, because if you train to mild discomfort, or you don't even train hard at all, there's no point in the bulk, because training is like what uses like the fucking nutrients and the vitamins and the minerals from your bulk to help repair the muscles. When you go to the gym, your body's damaging the muscle from doing your hard sets, from training hard. So then when you go to sleep, it uses the nutrients and the fucking minerals and vitamins that you took from your bulk, and it helps repairs the muscles and makes it grow back to what they were, or 100% of the time even stronger. And you want to be prioritizing compound lifts, because compound lifts are going to be like the lifts that they'll give you the most bang for your buck, because if you can focus on those, it's going to help hit more muscles, and it's just going to be way easier to actually track progressive overload. And if you don't know what progressive overload is, it's basically like getting stronger week by week, whether that be by weight or by reps. And you need progressive overload if you want to build muscle, because you need to get stronger in the gym. If you don't get stronger than gym, you're not going to build muscle. It's just a fact, because a stronger muscle is a bigger muscle, and a bigger muscle is also a stronger muscle. There's a reason why a guy that has a big chest can also probably bench 225 pounds, and a guy that can 100% bench 2 plates or 225 pounds also has a big chest. Strength and size are linear, and you can't have one without the other unless you're like a genetic freak, in which case, good for you. Now, after you've done all of that for like a solid 6 months, all the way to a year, you're finally ready for the third step, and that is to cut. Earlier in the video, we talked about how like cutting is like to reveal the muscle that you built. Well, after you're done bulking for like 6 months to anywhere from like 2 years, you're pretty much ready to reveal the muscle. You're ready to cut down that fat that you accumulated on the bulk, and you want to take it slow. You don't want to rush it. You want to take it very slow, because you don't want to lose the muscle you build, right? If you take the cut way too drastic, you're going to lose some of the muscle that you build, in which case, like, what was the point, right? What was the point of those 2 years of bulking? So you want to take the cut nice and slow, and just focus on anywhere from like 300 to 500 calorie deficit. So basically, the surplus was like 500 calories on top of your maintenance. A deficit is basically 500 calories less than your maintenance. So if you're eating 2,700 calories, you need to eat 2,200 calories in order to lose like half a pound or 1 pound. You get the gist. And pretty much everything stays the same. 0.81 grams of protein per pound of body weight. Again, fill the rest with carbs and fats, mainly fats, because again, it is better for your hormones, especially since you're like cutting all this weight. And then as well as your training, don't change anything right now, because you're cutting. It is the most important time where you shouldn't be training up. Like, you shouldn't be changing up your training. Make sure you go to failure. Make sure you train hard. Your PRs are going to become a bit slower because again, you're not bulking, but they should come. If you're not getting stronger, then you're getting weaker, because now that you're in a cutting stage, you're going to like start losing a bunch of like fat and possibly a little bit of muscle. Not so much, which again, you'll always lose a little bit of muscle every time when you cut. But yeah, those are the 3 steps that you need to do if you want to go from a skinny fat physique to a bigger and jacked version of yourself. You need to bulk. You need to eat a 500 calorie surplus and eat 0.81 grams of protein per pound of body weight. You also you need to train hard. You need to apply progressive overload. You need to get stronger week by week, day by day, workout by workout, if you want to build muscle. And then after you've done those two for a solid 1 or 2 years, or even 6 months, only then are you ready to finally cut down and cut off the fat and like reveal the muscle that you've built. But anyways, that's it for me. And again, if you want a more deeper and in full, like a very full guide on how to actually transform your physique from skinny fat to jacked, then go click the top link down below in the description where you can get the South Asian Advantage course for a limited time. But that's it from me, and I'll see you inside.